Joining us now to react is Florida Congressman Greg Steube. Congressman, we're learning a lot more about the suspect in this case, a trans-identified person, lots of violent fantasies in a manifesto and diaries, talking about killing President Trump, hating Jews and Israel. I mean, the list goes on. But it has been maybe not that surprising to see Democratic leaders rushing in. Of course, we're getting gun control, but also we don't want your prayers, and somehow this is Trump's fault because of the D.C. National Guard deployment. It's incoherent at best.
Well, and you have them defending a shooter because of who they are and their identity, which is wrong. Let's first think about the families. And we all know we live in a fallen world and evil is going to happen, but we need to surround these families with prayer and with loved ones and comfort during this time. But to try to defend the shooter because of their identity, if that would have been a white Caucasian male, you know, the first thing that they would have said is it's another radical right conservative attacking individuals with an AR-15 or whatever firearm you use, and we need to ban guns. The Democrats have continued to politicize these shootings when that is completely not appropriate. We had many school shootings in the state of Florida where I represent. And the first thing is we're going to ban guns. We're going to take firearms away from law-abiding citizens. I haven't researched this specific location, but my guess is it's probably a gun-free zone, so law-abiding citizens weren't able to carry and protect those children. I sponsored legislation in Florida for years as a state senator that would have allowed trained personnel to be in our schools, private and public schools, to defend our students in situations like this. We saw in Texas not too long ago, somebody tried to attempt to get in to a church, and there were people there that were armed that were able to prevent a tragedy like this from happening. But let's take the politicization out of it. Let's focus on the families and ensure that they have the love and the support that they need instead of defending the shooter. I mean, that's how far left the left has fallen in situations like this.
Both Mayor Fry and Jen Psaki display the utter heartlessness of trying to protect their own political narratives on a day that children were murdered.
This was a domestic terrorist incident, and they're trying to undercut it.
Right. They're more concerned about circling the wagons around
100%.
their identity politics because they know what's at stake here, because they've done nothing to stand up for certainly religion, you know, Christian schools. They have, again, should gender dysphoria, you're not allowed to own a gun in this country, purchase one federally if you are mentally ill. Why don't we start talking about that? They don't care about the victims. They only care about their own political ideology, and that's what was at play here today. But I want to...
It's sickening.
It is sickening. And telling us not to pray. Now on to this. Just as Democrats dismissed voters' concerns about the economy during 2024, they're now dismissing real voters' concerns with a nationwide crime crisis because of Trump's crackdown. And they are concerned. Listen.
As far as what I see in the crime, I don't see a reduction in crime. I know the numbers are indicating that, but I don't see it.
I would see fights break out whenever I was just walking home, but now it's a lot more quiet, and especially in the store, it's a little bit more organized. People are a lot more friendly.
I just hope that the governor and maybe the president or our local government and federal government can find a way to work together to bring all our resources together to make this place safer.
All right, so those are a few men on the street, but how about this? I don't know if you've seen this, Congressman. In D.C., the mayor there, Muriel Bowser, not a Trump fan, hardcore Democrat, she shocked a lot of people earlier this afternoon admitting that Trump's crackdown is working. Watch this.
This federal surge has had a significant increase on crime in Washington, D.C. And we greatly appreciate the surge of officers that enhance what MPD has been able to do in this city.
Congressman, she started rattling off some of the stats. We appreciate it. The crime is down. People feel safer because they are safer. I was like, am I hearing this from the same mayor? What happened here? It's pretty astounding to hear that admission, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a crazy day in America where you have a Democratic mayor actually agreeing with President Trump and the actions that he's taken to make crime go down in a city that is rampant in crime. It is not an unknown fact that you have a high level of crime in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. And we have a president that finally cares about keeping our nation safe. And that starts right there in the District of Columbia, in our capital. And now you have Democrats that are agreeing with the actions that he's taken. It shows you how strong of a leader President Trump is to make those type of decisions that even Democrats have to admit that the decisions that he has made have proven results in safety for Americans.
Congressman Greg Steube, thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you, sir.